Hello, Inarashinhos. Welcome back. Welcome back from Carnaval to Job Interview Bootcamp. Vocês acharam que tinha acabado, é? Calma que ainda falta essa e mais duas aulas, tá? Gostaram do cabelo novo? Não? Eu, hein? Eu gostei. Well, let's begin our um, comeback, né? Vamos começar com o nosso comeback aí. In a in the best way possible. We are going to talk about the why us strategy. So, sometimes um, companies like to ask, for example, out of all the companies in the world, why do you want to work here? How would you answer this question? Most candidates just say like, because you are a big multinational company, you are the leader in the blah blah blah, and I want to grow my career. No, this is so boring. Do you know what the recruiter hears? They hear like, I didn't research a company, I just copied and pasted my resume to 50 pages and 50 different companies, and you were the first to call me. This is ridiculous. Do not answer this ChatGPT question. Be prepared. So, if you give a generic answer, you will look desperate. And the secret to this question is flattery with facts. You have to prove that you did your homework. So, let's learn the why you formula. Actually, why us formula. Okay? Well, before the interview, there's something very important that you need to do. You need to spend at least 15 minutes on the company's LinkedIn or any website they use to look for the news or recent project section. So, for example, recent projects, the like a new project they just started or a new product they just launched. So, something that you need to research this. At least 15 minutes of your time. It won't take up a lot of time, okay? And so, the strategy here is mention something they did recently that excited you or that has relation with your role or with your interest in the company, okay? And then you have an example like, oh, I've been following your company for a while. Lie, you just started like 50 minutes ago, but they don't need to know that. I've been following your company for a while, and I saw the recent article about your expansion into the blah, 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 blah. Okay? So you need to tell the company why you're passionate about this project or this launch, right? And that is just the strategy because now you just proved that you read about them and you read before your interview, okay? You will stand out. Whew. Sorry. You will stand out, I promise. Now, let's take a look. Sorry. Let's take a look at the recent news hook. These are some models, okay? These are some. Um, oh, sorry. I skipped the page. Pulei uma página, sorry. Eu falei pra caramba, esqueci. Every international company has like core values or mission statement, especially in LinkedIn or any other platform. The strategy here is to connect their corporate value to your personal work style. So you have to find the best way to say this. So, for example, when I was researching the role, I read your mission statement. I saw that one of your core values is continuous renovation or continuous innovation, blah, 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 blah. And then you have to explain why this is important or was important to you in your previous job, for example. Okay? This is good because it's like value alignment. When you align the value of yourself to the value of the company, you are telling them, I belong in your culture. So you will be happy with my job, with my work. Okay? Now, let's take let's take an example, okay? If it is B2C company, for example, business to consumer, like Spotify, Nubank, Airbnb, you use their product, you have to say it, okay? Because it's important for them that you use their product. It's good to know actually. So for example, to be honest, I am a huge fan of your product. I use your app every day, blah 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 blah. So it's good for you to, you know, that's good because recruiters love hiring brand advocates. Okay, people who already love what the company does. It tends to show them that you will work better with more enthusiast. Okay, now let's take a look at the hooks because we have some models, we have some formulas. And I brought here three, as I remember. Yes, three. Also, the mistakes to avoid. So, you need to use this to show you are paying attention to their growth. So, the company's growth is also something you need to pay attention and research. I saw the recent news about your blah 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 new project expansion award. I found it really impressive because of the reason that you, because there are some things that I cannot teach you guys. I can teach you the model and the structure for you to practice how to be in an interview. Okay, this is what I'm showing you here, but I cannot give you your own reason, the specific award. Some students were like, "Ah, Bella, but I don't know how to, I don't know what to put when you put it in parentheses. I don't know what to write." Unfortunately, there are some things that you yourself have to research depending on the company that you are going to apply for the job. Okay? So in this case here, the reason must come from your heart. You need to find your own reason. And then you will say, I want to work for a company that is actively pushing the boundaries in that area, in that new project expansion award area. Okay? So this is a good example. Now, the core values match is uh, a good example. This is a different example from the one that I told you. This is a more structured one. So pay attention. This is to show that you are a perfect cultural fit for the company. I was reading your mission statement and your core value of value. You need to put the company's value. Doesn't depend on, it's not up to me to say that. Uh, and this really resonated with me. Okay, so it's something that uh, you have a good relationship with. It resonated with you, okay? Throughout my career, I have always prioritized that. So I am looking for a culture that shares my mindset. So this shows that you will be a very good worker because you have the same mindset of their main value. So it's very nice. And now the brand fan structure. So it's like if you but only use this if you actually use and love their product. Do not lie, okay? Lying is not always good. Sometimes we use little lies, you know, but they're not always necessary. Sometimes they can create like a snowball and it'll be very difficult for you to get out of there. For example, if you use the product, like I am a very big fan of Amazon, if I was in an interview with Amazon, I would say, I have been a personal user of your platform, especially Amazon Prime, for years. I truly believe in the quality of what you build, and it would be incredibly motivating to bring my skills in. design to a team whose product I admire so much. So this shows that you are a brand fan and that you're willing to work your best because it's something that you also use, you know? Now let's pay attention to these mistakes because they are very common and you cannot make those mistakes, okay? Pay attention. The me answer. So it's always because I want a better salary and this is a good step for my career. For my career. Don't make it only about you, okay? Make it about the partnership that you will have with the company. The copy paste ChatGPT answer, okay? Because you are a great innovative company. This is perfect for me. This could apply to Google, Nike, a local bakery, Amazon, any company, literally. It's too generic. Be specific. You need to show exactly what they do that motivates you. The desperate answer. Oh, because I really need a job right now. Do not show desperation, even though you're desperate, because this could fail you. Okay, so try to hide your desperation. You can be a little nervous. That's okay. Some people really like when you are truthful. So, for example, you can say, "Oh, I'm sorry if I stutter, gaguejar. I'm sorry if I stutter a little bit. I am a bit nervous since I'm a big fan of yours and it would be a pleasure to work for you." So you could like engata the answer to the reason why you're nervous, but do not say desperate. Like do not sound desperate. Just if you sound a little bit anxious, that's okay. We are humans after all. Okay, let's take a look at our vocabulary check. I brought here some vocabulary that it's very important for you. Mission statement. Mission statement. The T is very glottal. Okay, statement. A formal summary of the goals and values of a company. Okay? Core values. Core values I explained, but I will explain again. The fundamental beliefs or guiding principles of the organization, company, whatevs. Okay? So, something like that. Now, to resonate with something, this is the word that we used earlier in the class. To connect with something on a personal or emotional level. So, your mission resonates with me. Your mission connects with me in a deeper level. Alignment. Alignment is a very important word. Have it in mind. Alignment. A perfect match or agreement between your goals and the company's goals. Okay? Sorry. I clicked the wrong button. Brand advocate. Brand advocate is a person who enthusiastically, sorry for my stutter, supports and uses a company or a product. Okay? Company culture, the everyday environment, behaviors, and attitudes of the people in the workplace. Be aware. You need to fit the culture. Sometimes it's one of the most important things. Nowadays, with Gen Z, people have been caring more about the culture than the job itself. If you fit the culture, you technically will do the job better than a person who doesn't fit the culture. Okay? Because the culture is how you work, it's how you engage, how you deal. And the job is the job. If you deal well, you will do a great job. Okay? Now, I hope you really liked this lesson. Yes, we are at the end of the class. But before I say my farewells, I will give you some homework. First of all, you will pick a big and very large dream company you would like to work for. I say big. Google, Spotify, Amazon, Duolingo, anything, a big, big company you would like to work in your area. You will then go to their About Us page or LinkedIn, blah, blah, blah page. Find one core value and one recent news article and write your own Why Us script. So answer the question, why us? Why did you choose us and not another company? I want you to answer this question and see if you get a good answer. Talk to your teacher. Okay? Next class, we will talk about virtual vocabulary for online interviews, okay? Especially for those people who have problem with internet, how do we deal with connection issues? So it's a very important um, lesson. I think you will like it. See you next lesson. Bye bye.